Hello, everyone, and welcome to our third Moody Talk of the month. This month, we are focusing on jealousy. And I chose jealousy because February is the month of love. And I think there are many times that people in relationships have felt jealous. Maybe it's because a significant other is spending more time with someone, or a coworker is maybe taking over some of the work that you actually really enjoy doing, or even just a best friend or family member. I think we all get that jealous feeling, and I think it's it's a harder emotion than even anger, because we don't like to admit when we're jealous, right? We have this feeling like, oh, it's silly, or I don't want to show my crazy, which jealousy can get out of control and can get a little scary. So what can we do to, lessen the distress that jealousy can bring, especially when you're feeling it really intensely? So this week, I decided to focus on an acronym for distress tolerance. It's a DBT skill called accepts. So again, it's an acronym, so it uses all the letters, and each letter is, a different word in the acronym to help you to remember. Okay, so using accepts for jealousy, an acronym for distress tolerance. Okay, so go through all of these. They're not going to all be the things that you want to use or that you like to use, or they just don't work, but it gives you an amount of, different amount of things that you can do in this. Okay, so it's a really good one to remember and to practice, so that when you're in intense situations and you may need to back away, or you need to change, direction, do something different to get your mind off of that feeling, accepts is good for that. Okay, so let's jump in. A is for activities. Have any favorite hobbies or exercises? So you're feeling really, really intensely with this jealousy. You're feeling like maybe you need to start spying, or you're just sitting there seething over the idea that you may be losing someone or something that you really care about. So distress tolerance is when everything just gets way too intense. So if we choose activities, like I personally, I use exercise a lot to get out that extra intensity, get out that anxious energy. So I like to go for a run, or do some heavy weights. You can grab heavier than normal weights and really get into it. Or maybe you have a hobby. Maybe you like to crochet. Maybe you like to knit, or, even your favorite thing to do is read. That's one of the things that you can do to get yourself out of that situation and lessen the intensity. Okay. The second one is contributions. So do you have a special charity you could call to see if they need volunteers? Maybe, like I have a couple of charities that I really like and that I can give a call to when I need to get out of my head, give a call and see if they need any help with anything. It not only takes away that intense feeling, but it also brings like a feeling of, happiness that you're going to contribute to something that you really care about. So contributions is another great one. And I know that in the moment, you can't just go and do whatever, that's why I say give a call to them, see if they're looking for help for something. And while you're doing that, you will start to feel the less intensity of that negative, jealous emotion, and feel more like kindness. And you'll have more of a happier, content feeling because you're doing something for someone. Okay? Comparisons. So I don't like to use the comparisons in the sense of comparing myself to someone else. That just doesn't feel right to me. When I look at comparisons, I think of comparing a time that I've felt like this before. Is this more or less intense than that? And, and figuring that out and what you might have done last time to help you through it, or, if you need to do something else that didn't work that last time. So that's what comparisons means to me. But you can compare yourself to other people. Some people do feel as though that's a great way to, get themselves out of that intense feeling. Like, well, other people have a harder time with this, so I'm okay, right? So that's comparisons. Emotions, checking the facts. Is jealousy really what you are feeling? So checking the facts, I've talked about this a few times before. It's really going in and asking the questions that to make sure that this is actually jealousy you're feeling and not a different emotion that you need to take care of. Just asking questions like, what is this situation right now? And does jealousy actually fit with this situation? Okay. It may, which is fine, which is great, because then you can work on that emotion. But maybe you find out it's a different one. Maybe you feel sad instead of jealous. Maybe you feel sad because you're not able to spend enough time with a person, or you're not able to do what you used to do because another person has taken that from you. So checking the facts on your emotions is a really important part of this, so that yes, I am feeling jealousy and this is how I can work through it. Okay. Pushing away. So that's basically like, nope, 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 nope. I am stepping away from this and I'm putting it aside. I'm literally in my brain putting this aside and bringing it back at a time where I can handle this, right? Just straight up intense pushing away. Nope, nope, not going to happen. Not going to do this. Not right now. And I will do this when I feel less intense, when I feel more comfortable. And then finally, well, not that finally, we still have 2 left. T is for thoughts. Try counting to 10 or singing a favorite song in your head. This works for me a lot. So with thoughts, I actually do a breathing technique called box breathing, and it really helps me to focus on something different, absolutely different, focusing on my breath. And what you do is you breathe in for 4, you hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and then hold for 4 again. So this really takes me out of the intensity, and I'm thinking more along the lines of my breathing, the counting, and not focusing on the other thing that's really upsetting me. Same with singing your favorite song, or turn on some music, sing as loud as you can, right? Just get something else in that brain so that it pushes out that intense feeling. Okay, so thoughts. And lastly, sensations. Use a squeeze ball or listen to music really loud. And this one works for me a lot. So I use this, I turn up the music so that it's drowning out everything else, and it makes me want to sing it. So choosing, the song that I really love, and, I just want to belt it out, and I feel myself yelling. I feel, the vibrations of the song. And, and then with a squeeze ball, you can do that at the same time. You can squeeze it, you can throw it. Again, this is one of the reasons why I created Moody, because I needed that something else, that sensation, to just get rid of the pent up frustration in me. So that's why I created Moody, so you could rip his head off, throw it across the room, bang his arms and legs all over the place, just to let it out and have different sensations. Okay? So that is accepts. It's a great, it's a great way to really get yourself out of the moment and lessen the intensity of your feelings. So, like when we're jealous, when we reach intense jealousy, we want to do a lot of different stuff that can be, feel really bad later. Like last week we talked about snooping and spying and how that's not helpful when you're jealous. It's just going to add fuel to the fire. Whereas if you're doing, you're talking and communicating with the person and admitting the jealousy, which is a hard thing, admitting that jealousy and talking it through is going to, lessen the intensity of the situation, and you can get the facts of the situation, whether it's justified or unjustified jealousy, and, move forward from there. So, accepts. It's a great DBT skill to have in your pocket. And I hope that this helps. The worksheets are going to be on mymoodymonster.com. And, please, if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Put them down below. Let me know what you'd like to hear more about. Maybe there's something else you'd like to learn about jealousy that I can help you out with. Leave me a message and let me know, and I'd be happy to focus on it. So have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys next week. Enjoy, and we'll have our final Moody talk on next week. Have a great week. Bye.